Today's best music mix.
Free Radio.
It is Free Radio. I'm Adam Wilbourn, joined now. Hello, Miley Cyrus.
Hello, hello.
Very pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You are looking very good for someone who has had an hour's sleep.
Thank you. That makes me feel good because I feel like I look like I might have been ran over.
No, you look good.
All
you
right,
look good.
thanks.
Welcome to England. How are you liking the weather we've been having recently?
It's nice. To me, it's funny because we've been watching the news and everyone's been saying stay inside because it's like 80 degrees. It's 102 in LA. So everyone's like tripping. This is normal for us. This is going to be October for us.
Because you turned up in like a tweed all-in-one thing and everyone was like, oh, she's going to be warm. And
That's
I was
because
like,
I was on the plane.
Yeah.
And you know the plane, they want you to freeze and like they give you a blanket that feels like you're sleeping with a napkin. And it's the worst. I was so cold. Actually, I was so cold the entire time flying over here. And then I got off and was like, okay, it's hot.
Okay. Well, we're all good now. You got the t-shirt on. That's
Yeah.
absolutely fine. So it's great to have you here. And you've got a new single coming out on the 4th of August called We Can't Stop. Before we get on to talk about that, I really want to find out about this thing. I only found out about this a couple of days ago from you. You employed your biggest fan.
Yeah, I kind of, right now she's actually just got done staying with my parents because I had so many people working on my website and it never looked right. And this girl had this fan site that she'd been working on for me and it looks so good. And my site, I'm like, how hard is it? I want my stuff plain. I don't even like graphics. I want like plain black and white. And she's so good at it. So I had her start helping me because she's like a computer genius. And apparently I don't know how to use a computer. I'm also not good at like promoting myself too much. Like I like my Twitter to connect to my fans, but I'll promote, but it's like not my favorite part of Twitter, so I can use her to kind of be the street team.
That's amazing because, I tweeted I was coming to chat to you and said, if anyone got any questions, and I got bombarded with so many different tweets of people asking stuff. But your fans are obviously quite obsessive fans. How was it sort of getting in contact with her, and what was her reaction when you were like, do you want to come and work for me?
I could tell, I'm cool with like vibing people out, so I could tell she was cool because I had met her. She had come to one of my shows when I was doing some talk show, and I could tell that she was cool. So then I could tell she wanted to like be a part of the business. It wasn't just like a normal fan. She wanted to maybe like intern at like a label or something. So I was like, it was kind of a good start, and it's also getting some help just because she makes all the banners, and I like my fans making some of the art for my record. I think that's cool to like connect with them in a different way.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's reassuring once you've met her first, I presume, to be like, oh, okay, you're a fan,
you're
but
normal.
you're
You're
not
not a
much
stalker. Exactly.
But you're here now, as I said, with your new single. The video looks absolutely incredible. That looked like a lot of fun making that.
It does. Everyone wanted to be at that party. Everyone I talked to was like, where was my invite? So I really wanted the video to represent what the song was about, and for just like it to feel new and kind of like gritty and not feel just like the typical music video where I feel like it's so kind of like all a formula. And the way that it looks, the way it's styled, I feel like it just looks very styled, and I feel like, you can tell that it's all shot in kind of these like plans. And so I didn't want any shot orders. I wanted it to just be natural. I just wanted us to party and for it to be filmed rather than to sit here and say, okay, then we're going to go in here and now everyone needs to like be in a mosh pit. Like I wanted everyone to mosh and get into a fight at like midnight. We were doing that rather than during the day. So it's really important to kind of like keep that vibe on set.
I was going to say, because it doesn't look like a staged video. It all does look like you've just gone, right, should we jump in the pool now?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of really how the video was. I'm not going to lie. And I would be out by the pool and they would say, you want to jump in? You want to get a shot here? All right. Yeah, so it was really not too, not with everything else, I feel like it's so kind of formulated. It's not really what everyone usually does for a music video. One
of the best things I heard you say about it was you said it's all about making people laugh with this video, which is exactly what my godmother Dolly Parton said.
Yeah, well, she says, she just laughs at herself, which I like. She knows what she is, and she knows what she looks like, and that's part of what is like her entire empire is built off that and what she's created for herself. She created a look, and I think that's really important, no matter who you are, to create like a look for yourself. And even if it changes, if you can continue to reinvent yourself, that's even better. But I think you definitely need to have a consistency, which she does.
Well, I certainly think you've made yourself, created an amazing look for yourself. You've got the quiff going on. Thoughts on my quiff? Quickly?
Yeah, we've got very much the same deal.
Looking good?
Yeah, you're looking good.
Okay, maybe not. Don't diet ginger. It's not good look. But I've got to mention the twerking, obviously, which has been a thing that everyone has mentioned with you recently. The initial video that it started it all off, you were in a unicorn onesie and you started all that off. Well, that was just you messing about with some friends.
Yeah, it was just me on the iPhone, and then somehow I've become a twerk queen. So I don't know how that happened. But Yeah, it just was kind of like something fun I had just filmed, and then I was showing my parents, I was showing my mom, and she was like cracking up. She's like, "You should post this. This is hilarious." Everyone I was with was like dying. They were like, "This is so crazy," because like you don't really think it's you at first, and then there's like the big reveal. So it was kind of cool.
I like the fact that there was a video that you've spawned this. You did the twerk video, you know, and it's been insanely successful. And now you've got old women, the golden
Yeah, I like
sisters.
the grandmas. I like watching the grandmas twerk. The one was almost good. There was one of them that I was like, "Oh, she almost got it." I think it's hilarious. I can't believe those grandmas even know who I am.
The other two looked like they were going to put their hips out, to be honest. But it looks good.
I didn't want to be responsible for a hip injury with your grandma.
You should just put a warning, like, twerking is all right. Over the age of 60, though, just enjoy
Sit down.
Enjoy the view.
Exactly.
But the video, as I said, it looks amazing. And it's just been announced that you've been nominated for 3 MTV VMA nominations just for that video, which obviously... It's not something that, as you said, you just let someone else do. You got really involved in that. So that must be really nice for you to have something that you've worked on.
I had to have everyone kind of like trust me. I kind of had to say, you know, I know this is my first single right now, but you just gotta trust like what I'm gonna do. And so it would have been really bad if that would have been my first time and they trust me and it didn't work. So I needed something that now that I kind of have that trust. Now they understand that I kind of understand my audience better than anyone else and understand the life that I'm living more than anyone else, which is what Can't Stop is all about. It's about being young.
It looks absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
And it's one of those things where you when you say people had to go with you, you had to sort of go, no, we're going to make a head out of French fries, but don't worry, it'll look
It'll
right.
look dope. I know that on paper was really hard. Me writing the concept down. People were like, I don't know. And it turned out just to kind of be a magical, I think it's going to be like an iconic video just because it's something new for this time. And I think it's kind of think it's where music is going. It's all going a little more viral. You got to be, you know, it's real, but it still feels outrageous, which is what makes people want to watch it all over again and over again.
Absolutely. And we've got to get onto your new album, which you've been working on with some amazing people, will.i.am, Pharrell. How has that been getting together on something like this? Because obviously, as you say, it's something brand new for you of really breaking out into a new mold. Well,
working with, you know, Pharrell, he's like my older brother. So I wanted to start there. I didn't want to start where I was with someone that was going to kind of try to fix me almost and try to come up with the concept of their own. I wanted him, which was just going to let me tell him about what I've been through in the past couple of years and inspire him to make the tracks and us be able to write the stories that I've been wanting to tell.
And will.i.am and obviously the random collaborations, like you work with Snoop Dogg on a track, or Snoop Lion as we're calling him now on a track. How did that all come together?
Snoop was one of the people that I really wanted to work with because I just feel like he's a living legend. And none of my friends really care about when I'm in the studio or when I'm working. But Snoop, they all came out of the woodworks. They all wanted to come hang out.
I'm in the neighborhood. Yeah, I'll swing by.
Yeah, they all want to come hang out with Snoop. So he's just the realest, and I love that. You know, it's not just about when people are around. And with that video, he really is supporting the movement that I'm doing right now.
Absolutely. So, what can we expect from the album? Obviously, we've got this as a sort of marker of a real breakout sound. But what else have we got on the cards?
I think if you can kind of imagine, if you put Pharrell and you take Mike Will and you take Dr. Luke and will.i.am and you kind of take their best qualities and their sounds, which Will and Luke I needed especially for the UK to kind of give me those pop tracks. And then working with Pharrell and Mike Will and it's a little more kind of hip hop and the record's kind of inconsistent, but that's what makes it consistent at the same time. But none of them, when you listen to my record, it doesn't stand out. Like, you know, Pharrell and will.i.am make sense on the same record. Mike and Luke, even though you might not think, they make sense on the same record.
Absolutely.
Because my voice kind of brings them together. It kind of makes it a different sound. It kind of goes like pop, country, hip hop.
It's just all over the place.
All over the place.
And the big question that everyone was tweeting, asking me about when I said I was coming to meet you is a tour, hopefully, on the cards. UK
For sure,
dates.
next year. For sure, next year.
It feels weird to be saying 2014
I know,
already.
I can't wait. I know, it seems weird, right? We're halfway there.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
Wow. So next year is the dates we need to be watching out for.
I can't wait to tour. It's kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel of all this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been amazing meeting you. One thing I finally have to ask you about, Donkey Day. Please explain to me Donkey Day, because I Googled, someone tweeted me actually, and then I Googled this because I thought someone said, ask her about Donkey Day. I thought someone is setting me up for a fall
No,
here.
it's kind of like, I can't really explain it. It happens one time a year, so I guess you would consider it a holiday.
Right.
In Nashville, which I'm not even sure they do anymore, but my granddad used to always take me. It's like basically a a mule convention where you go around, instead of riding horses, you ride donkeys around like in a little circle and hang out with donkeys and buy donkey statues and donkey like weird things. I don't even know why. I used to be so obsessed with it when I was a kid, and now I'm like, that was kind of lame. That was kind of weird.
Maybe whilst you're over in the UK, just pop over to the seaside and you can, recreate that amazing thing. Donkeys on the beach are a big thing still over here.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Go and check them out.
Are you being serious?
Honestly.
I feel like you're making a lying face.
No, we will go.
There's donkeys on the beach?
Yeah, you can still go in Britain. We'll go for a day trip somewhere.
All right, I want to see some English donkeys.
Yeah, okay. Donkey Day is back. We will sort a special day.
We'll move it. It's gone from Nashville to London.
Free radio.
Today's best music mix.
It's nice.